सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् सर्ववेदान्तसिद्धान्त गोचरं तमगोचरं गोविन्दं परमानन्दम् सद्गुरुं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् अतः पृथक् नास्ति जगत्परात्मनः पृथक् प्रतीतेस्तु मृषा गुणादिवत् आरोपितस्यास्ति किमर्थवत्ता धिष्ठानमाभाति तथा भ्रमेण। अतः पृथक् नास्ति जगत् परात्मनः। Therefore, पृथक् नास्ति जगत् परात्मनः जगत् पृथक् नास्ति. From the source of the universe is not different. Prathak pratisthitu mrisha gunadivat. The appearance of the universe to be different from the source is because of mistake. Falsely it appears, just like the qualities, we will see that. Just like the qualities of the different objects. Aropitasya arthi kimarthavatta. When something is superimposed, the superimposed object, what is the reality of that object? The question mark is given here. So that means what? The thing which is superimposed is never real. Adhishthanam abhati tatha brana. The source alone, appears like that. Adhishthanam abhati tatha brahmena. So by the logics that the author has given, the varieties of logics the author has given with respect to the reality of the creation. The creation appears, but it is not real. The creation is useful, but it's not real. That is what makes a person happy throughout his life. This is the truth about a person who is liberated one. So-called liberation people call no. So what do you mean by liberation? Liberation is you are free from any problem. That's liberation. Any sort of problem. Till your last breath. Then only you can be called a liberated person. So all the logics are put forth here in order to prove that the universe is never different from its source. And what about the appearance? It is just like the qualities of the varieties of objects. The universe also, the relationship with the source is the same. Like for example, the red rose. There is a red rose. You see that rose is red. Now, the redness, can you take away from the rose? Find it out. Rose is there, okay. So the redness of the rose, if redness is the quality, can you take out the redness from the rose? If you remove the rose, there is no question of redness. Similarly, if you remove the source of the universe, you don't find the universe at all. Because the source alone appears like the universe. So this is the reality. This is subject matter presented here. So where is in the next sentence? Aropitasya kimarthavatta. So what is the reality of the superimposed object? What is the reality of the superimposed object? The source alone appears like that. So now, superimposed object, you see a person. You see a person and you remember somebody else. Let's say you see a person and you thought that he's somebody else. Now, this person is the basis for your memory of some other person because he looks like him to some extent. Now, when you superimpose that other person in this person, you know that this person is not that person afterwards, not at the time of confusion. So, when you saw this person to be this person, is that person real? You saw someone else, and later on you found out that he is not that person. Now, what is the reality of the person you saw because of your mistake? Is there any reality? No reality at all. Even then, you saw. Why? Because you had some concept of similarity between the two. So when you discover that this is not the same person, he no more exists there definitely. But at the time of confusion also, whatever you saw, that itself also is not true. When do you understand that after discovering that he is not the same person? Similarly, the confusion with respect to the universe, it has to go away. Confusion has to go away, nothing else. Confusion has to go away, that's it. What is the confusion? The confusion is, see, you have cotton. You know what's cotton? When this cotton turns into cloth, cloth becomes useful. Fine. So where do you get attracted towards this cloth? See the attraction. You get attracted towards this cloth. You don't get attracted towards the clay. You don't get attracted towards the brick, but you get attracted towards the wall, house. Why do you get attracted towards the house? It's the same combination of bricks. So you're getting attracted is because of your confusion. Very simple. You're getting attracted because of the confusion. I can just give an example. Wherever you have got attraction means you have got some confusion. You should be very clear. Wherever there is attraction, too much attraction. So it's not an one-day affair that you can reduce it. So by hearing it, things are over, no problem. It's not like that. Things do not happen that way. The more confused you are, the more you have to try. What all things you take to be real in this world you think? Job is real, money is real, family is definitely real, my body is definitely real. So we've got confusion, varieties of confusions. Each confusion is a problem for you. For everybody, I tell you, not today's human being. The confusion, it exists from time immemorial, from we can say from the beginning of the universe. So if you are not aware of this, what can you do? There is hunger. You need to eat food to appease the hunger. Similarly, when there is confusion, you have to remove that confusion yourself. Who will remove your confusion? So you are suppose unhappy because of piece of cloth. I should wear this cloth. This is very nice. And he is wearing this cloth. So someone else is wearing this particular cloth, and you want to wear that cloth. Then problem belongs to whom? You are in problem. People are living all over the world. They are living all over the world. So everybody is living his or her own way. Life continues. Why should you think that somebody is living in a better manner? See, this is the basic disease of each and every confused person, I'm telling you. You think that somebody is living in a better way. What is the basis of your thinking? Somebody has got more money. Somebody may be having better health comparative to you. Will be having more power. These are the stuffs. These are the stuffs that are the basis for your comparison. And that comparison also is true from the standpoint of the transactions. The comparison is true because you don't have so much money as the other person. So when you see all these things and you think that somebody is living in a better way, Means what? You are confused. You have got confusion. Your happiness is dependent upon all these things. I want this so that I will be happy. I want to have this position so that I will be happy. I want a better health so that I will be happy. All these things are confusions, I tell you. These are not well thought conclusions, all whimsical. This is how people live in this world, all over the world, and they become unhappy. So, suppose you decide that from today onwards, I'm not going to be unhappy. Suppose you decide, whatever come, whatever may come in my life, from today onwards, I'm not going to be happy. I see everybody, but I'm not going to be unhappy. What should you do then? Nothing else except change in your thinking. By seeing everybody, suppose I want to be happy. Let me say. So it's see a dog. You are not worried about seeing a dog. you are very. You are not. You are not jealous of the dog. That it has got so much of this power to smell. It can detect so many things. So it has got its own power. Similarly, the ant. You are not envious of the ant. You are not envious of the birds. They are flying in the sky. So there are so many creatures you are not envious of. That's why are you envious of a few human beings? So because you don't try to understand the reality about these people. Very fact that none of us were here in this earth. It was there when none of us were here. And definitely, you know very well also, a time will come, none of these people will be here. So, who is earning how much? How does this matter to you? Whose health is of what standard? How does it matter to you? How much knowledge somebody has? All the knowledges of the people, all this standard, whatever you call, these are not going to be there forever. You know very well, but it's not striking you. Why? Because the other thinking is very forceful. He is living in a better manner. This is see, even the rulings, the rulers, they change because of these things. You are not going to provide us better living, etc. There is no question of better living, I tell you. Better living is always in your thinking. You do whatever you like. There are objects in the world, okay? You know there are objects. Just like, for example, there are trees. The trees have been transformed into so many other things, furniture, door, etc. So many things they have been done. Similarly, metals are there. The metals have been utilized in some so many other ways. Basis is the metal. So you have brought about so many changes. You bring whatever changes you like in your life, doesn't matter. And see, bringing about changes are not going to stop. That's the nature of the human being. Because the basis of all the inquiries into the nature is the dissatisfaction. I'm not happy with what we are. That's the reason why they have exploited the nature so much, and the nature is also rewarding accordingly. You see it. Anyway, so you're being not happy as you are now. Hey, if you're not happy now, then be sure you can never be happy in the future. And whenever you'll be happy, that will be now only. So, the present condition of your body, your mind, your financial condition, whatever it is, whatever your family, whichever culture you are living in, you are living there. That's the reality. The reality you cannot change. So, because of these superficial things, the things like the food, clothes, house, all these things really, and varieties of positions, all these things, you get fascinated by it. You get fascinated by all these things, and you strive to get all those things. And you can, and others also, they are supporting your confusion. See how much he has developed in his life. People are telling like this. So how much he has developed in his life? The country is called a developed country. So what do you mean by a developed person? Tell me, what do you mean by a developed person? Developed person because of some knowledge, because some wealth, whatever you call it, wealth. Developed person means one who doesn't have sorrow at all. One who can say that I'm not, never going to be unhappy in my life at all. Such a person is a developed person, you can say. And because you do some small little things, you think that you are big. That's how our ancestors did. When the bullock cart was made, they were so happy. I was not there at that time. I was not there definitely, but I can imagine that. The bullock cart was there. All of them, they were sitting on the top of the cart, and the bullocks, they were driving the cart. So they were so happy because they don't have to walk now. So they didn't have fire. So when the fire came up, they discovered fire. Then they started cooking. So they became very happy. So getting confused is very easy. To be free from confusion, you need to have constant practice, everyday practice. And how long? As long as the confusion is there. You cannot say how long I will try to remove my confusion. You cannot say that's not a question. Just like how long I will eat. That's not a question. How long I will eat. As long as you have got hunger, you have to eat. Once the hunger is gone, it is appeased, don't need to anymore. Similarly, as long as you don't have any confusion, you have to keep trying to remove your confusion, because your confusion is your personal property. Your confusion is your personal property, and you have to remove that property from your kitty. So, the varieties of qualities that are there, without the basis, the qualities are not going to exist. Any quality for that matter, whether it is color, whether it is taste, whatever it is, without the basis, it's not going to be there. So here the verse is talking about it's totally not real. The universe is completely not real. And truth always real. Truth is real, because without the truth, the universe is not going to exist. So truth is real. So when I've got confusions is not today that this confusion started today, I cannot say. So from how long this confusion has come? The solution to this question is your confusion is from time immemorial. So you cannot say because of confusion alone this is the birth. That is how the explanation. Why I am born? Because I had confusion earlier, so therefore I needed this body. If I didn't have any confusion, then I wouldn't need a body. So I need a body, I tell you. I need a body. That's why I got this body. So it's an opportunity to remove the confusion. Life is not meant for any second purpose, I tell you. Human body is meant for removing confusion. There is no second purpose. Because whatever purpose a human being decides, this is what my goal is. What is the goal in life? Children are asked in the schools. Even the young people, they also ask, what is their goal in life? So they will have different goals. Nobody will have the goal of buying a bullock cart, etc. These days, right? Nobody will have a goal like that, because it's not useful now. So whatever is useful in a given society, your goal is fixed accordingly. What should be the goal actually? You may fix your goal, and your fixing of the goal is purely because of your confusion. Be sure about it. I am fixed anybody for that matter, anybody. Fixing a goal is purely out of confusion. Starting from the child to the old, whoever it is. Yes, you can have goals, but how are you sure that you will be there to achieve the goal? The very life is uncertain. This is not, people are not aware of this. So, what should be the goal? Even then, people have goals, and without that, they do not get the enthusiasm. They say, "I don't have the required enthusiasm to work because I don't have any goals. Therefore, I'm feeling depressed and all. So, I want to achieve something in my life." So, your concept of achievement itself is wrong. So, whatever you do, you know very well. So, whatever you do, it's not going to stay forever. And hearing this also, you'll be depressed. Then what will I do in my life? It's not that the scripture is like you don't do anything. Anyway, you will do something definitely. Whenever you are alive means you will do something. Without doing something, you cannot sit, I tell you. You cannot sit. Those who are mature people, they don't need to do many things. Just for the sake of living, they will do. Yeah, mature people, they don't need to do many things. Maybe because of their Lord's wish, they will be in the position where they will be doing so many things also. That's also there, but they're not interested in the result of all those activities. They're not interested in the results. Whatever the result comes, well, good, no problem. So you're fixing a goal. Yes, you fix a goal. Child, for example, a child, it got admission in class 2 or class 3. Now it will get promoted to next class after 1 year. Now, what should you understand? This is the reality, but hardly anybody has got the courage to think about it. Even if you don't have the courage, reality is reality. It's not going to change. If everything goes well, I'm not explaining too much. I'm not explaining too much about it. If everything goes well, the child will get promoted to the next class next year. This is the reality. Nobody pays attention to this because it seems to be frightening. Even if it is frightening to you now hearing this, reality will not change. And suppose you are depressed, you don't want to do anything because you're uncertain about life. It's okay, well and good, you do like that. Who will bother about you? There are so many people getting depressed. Nobody bothers about it. They are getting depressed. I don't have any desire to work because life is like this. Because life is like this, let me work. Why don't you think like that? The other way. That's what. That's why in the Gita, the entire text was meant to encourage the student to work, knowing fully well the uncertainty about the creation. Uncertainty is the nature of the creation. Even then, you work happily. Success is there, failure is there. Okay. They are parts of the two sides of the same coin. Sometimes there will be success, sometimes there will be failure. This is how the life is. Sometimes don't have a good health, sometimes you have good health. So things are like this. So in both the situations, you maintain the same enthusiasm. I happily accept the difficult situation of the body. I happily accept the comfortable situation of the body. How many people accepted the situation at the time of Corona? You just tell me. Think over it. Whether you accept it or not, the reality is reality. Corona is Corona. It will be there. And varieties of restrictions were there. We followed them. Those who followed happily, they are the mature people. Yeah, I remember some people telling after the Corona was over, our business is gone. We lost so much of money. We lost so much of money. So many lives were lost. These people are concerned about their money. You can imagine the thinking of the people. So restricted thinking, not broad. So many lives are gone, but these people are concerned about their money. So naturally, there is confusion over there. I will have money so that I will enjoy my life. This was the confusion, which is wrong. Because of money, you are not going to be happy. You don't know that. So because of fame, I will be happy. That is also not there. You are suppose you are a very famous person. Everybody knows you, but you are in ICU. How are you going to be happy? So you have to assimilate everything. The nature of the life is not going to change because of your thinking. So fixing a goal is perfect, and naturally each and every day we fix certain goal. I'm going to the market to purchase vegetables. There's a goal, small little goal. And there is a suggestion that you get this vegetable, and you go there, you don't get that. There's possibility. Possibility is there. So when you don't get that, then also you become happy, because it's not that you've decided the object of a vegetable not to be there in the market. That's the reality of today's condition in the market. So every day, starting from the early morning till you go to bed, there are so many goals, and some are fulfilled, some are not fulfilled. All the desires. So fulfilled, you try to become happy, and unfulfilled also you try to become happy. Not fulfilled, also you try to become happy. Why? Because fulfillment of the desire is not dependent upon you. Action is, you are free to act, but you are not free to decide on the result. Without thinking about the result also, you cannot work. You will not have that enthusiasm. Suppose you are going for a morning walk. So I say, why you are going? Why you are walking? I say, I don't know. You can say, I don't know. You have got a purpose. And the body will be okay if you work in the morning. You have got a purpose in the mind. Otherwise, you cannot do anything. So, nothing wrong. That is the nature of the mind, to think about a particular action, what result is going to bring about. That is natural. But this should happen. If it doesn't happen, then I will be unhappy. This is the problem. I am appearing for an examination, competitive examination. I am appearing for that. And if I don't get, I lose my life. There are people like this. Students are committing suicides. That means what? I want to end my life. If I don't, I get this. Is this correct? So, confused thinking, confused people. The aim of life is not to get something in life. It cannot be. Aim of life is never to get something in life, to be somebody in life. Aim of life should be to be happy throughout life. That is the only aim for each and every individual in this world, past, present, future. So whatever you are, suppose you are a very poor person, you are having very little resources, and whatever is there, you are managing it, and you are very happy with that. And somebody is very rich, and this fellow is crying every day because he has got less money. I don't have that much money. This fellow has so much. He is crying for that. And this fellow having just enough to manage his family, so he's happy. Who is better? This fellow is being happy, and that fellow will keep crying and die. So this is what the nature of confusion. You are confused. You think that because if I have got this much of money, then I will become happy. No, that's not correct. So whatever you are, the present situation is not going to change, mind you. See, present situation means what? The present condition of the body, the present condition of your financial status, present standard of your knowledge, your relatives, the external world, present condition, whatever it is. This is how it is supposed to be. Whether it is rainy season, winter, or whatever. Suppose you say in the rainy season you think that if it were winter, it will be better. It is your problem, not problem with the rain. So this is how discover the reality about the creation, and if you keep accepting it, that is the beginning. I will accept whatever come in my way. I do not know what is there in store, but I can do this much. Whatever I will get in my life, definitely it is the wish of the Lord. That sort of resolution one is to take. I will not have any objection. There will be objection because in the beginning, because I didn't think like this earlier. The severe, the severe the desire is, the severe the sorrow will be. So whatever comes my way, I'll try for this because I'm doing a job. The job is rewarding me this much. It's okay. I'll be happy with that. Suppose it's giving me 1 lakh per month or 10 lakhs per whatever it is. I'm getting this much. That's well and good. This is good enough for me. So because this in this system, today's system, people are having salary. There is no salary earlier. Everybody was wondering in the forest, what is the question of salary? Who will give the salary? The nature was giving salary, I tell you. Nature gave salary, that's why we are here. Our ancestors had the salary from nature, from the nature. So they they use the nature, and that's why we are here, and we are getting salary every month, package every year. So, and there are people who are frustrated when they are driven out of the job. Who will drive me out of the job? Lord is there behind me. I'm ready to face any challenge in my life, any condition in my of this body, whatever is there near me. It's not my body. I'm taking care of this body, but it's not my body. So how this body is going to change in future, I do not know. But whatever changes is undergoes, I'm ready to face it. Whatever is the condition of the outside world, I'm ready to face it because my requirements are very less. And whatever the Lord gives, I'll be happy with that. That thing has got to be there. How is the question of being depressed? You are depressed because your desires are not correct. Your desires are unreasonable. So a thorough assimilation of everything alone will give right thinking in a given person. If you don't think correctly, life will run away just like this. It is running out of your purse every day. Each day gone means from the life one day gone. You don't notice it, but it is happening. Suddenly the person doesn't turn 60. Day after day, living, eating, sleeping, doing something, he becomes 60. Suddenly it becomes 60. Then he says, oh, yes, time is running out and I don't have. So, do you find any youth thinking about the uncertainty of life? No. Everybody is so sure because the body seems to be very healthy, seems to be having so much of strength. You see, that is how the confusion. So, starting from being confused to be free from confusion, a system has been given in the scripture. If you follow that, as we discussed, you have got the freedom to work, but when you work, you are not sure of what the result will come. You think thoroughly what result is expected. Expected is perfect, but the result is not in your hand, nobody's hand for that matter. So when you understand this and start working every day, whatever job you are doing all over the world, wherever you are, whatever job you are doing, you start working every day enthusiastically because you are anyhow anyway going to live. So life is like this all the time. Today's life is not in any way different. So with that awareness, if I start living from today, from now onwards, a time will come. Anything that come your way, you are not going to be disturbed that much. And when a time comes, you are almost not disturbed. Then you are a learned person. You are a mature person. So it is systematic approach to life. It's not one day affair. So for that, I pray the Lord that let Him give me the strength so that I can digest whatever incidents that happen in my life. So prayer, assimilation, and your activities, all of them together. Because without action, living is not possible. Till last breath, I tell you. Somebody will put a pill on your mouth, but you have to swallow it, no? Somebody will put some water in your mouth, you have to drink. So actions are going to be there till your last breath, but understanding from the point of understanding You do not need anything more in this world. That's the achievement of life. You don't need anything, but you are happy. You're not unhappy. There is nothing desirable in this universe. You find it out. So the path is not special now. The path is already given. Path means changing in the understanding. No other path. There's no other path. Something. So change in the understanding. So whatever the way I understand, I have to change that understanding. If it is wrong, if it is right, well, let me stick to that understanding and grow systematically so that a time will come while living, I enjoy a freed life. Rest of the time we will meditate. Sit straight. Close your eyes. I will take the names of the various parts of the body. Look at those parts. The purpose is to look at the body just like any other object in this world. Left foot, the toes, left knee, left thigh, right foot, the toes, right knee, right thigh, stomach, chest, back, right palm, the fingers, right elbow, right arm, right shoulder, left palm, the fingers, left elbow, left arm, left shoulder, neck, back side of the head, right ear, right cheek, left ear, left cheek, mouth, nose, right eye, left eye, the forehead, the top of the head, the hair, the whole body. This body is like this, male or female, whatever it is. It is supposed to be like this. That's why it is like this. I accept the body as it is. I accept my past, the way I have lived. There may be mistakes. Mistakes are acknowledged as mistakes, not to commit the mistakes again. That much I can say. But I'm not worried for the mistakes of the past because that is how the Lord's wish. I see people around having different type of dispositions, different thinking. There are so many wrongdoing people also, drunkards, dacoits, thieves. They are all human beings. There are good people also. So it's a mixture of all these things, the entire world. This is the wish of the Lord. Who will become what? The Lord alone decides. Similarly, different incidents in the life, in the world, whatever happens, whether it is favorable or unfavorable, all the incidents are supposed to happen. That's why they are happening. I don't have any objection towards anything because this is what the Lord decides. I find myself in a given situation. It may be painful, it may be comfortable, but I don't have any objection because this is what the decision of the Lord. Look at the air that is entering into the body through the nose. The air is having the capacity to keep the body alive. The air has got the capacity. That's why it is considered the deity, the air deity. Everywhere It is because of the air that the people are alive, or the other animals and insects, they are alive because of this air only. Look at the nose, don't control the air, respiration, how it is taking place each and every moment, keeping the body alive. Just pay attention to the air. Mental worship, any form you imagine. In the beginning, you need to imagine, you need to worship a given form because it is not so easy to appreciate the formless. So, having form is a means to appreciate slowly the formless. So, imagine any form, every form is form of the Lord. Put a flower at the feet of the Lord, prostrate in front of the Lord, pray, O Lord, give me this, please give me the strength to change whatever I can change. May I be able to accept whatever I cannot change. May I know what I can change and what I cannot change. Doing salutations to the Lord again and again. Om Namah Shivaya. Shivaya means that which is blissful for me. So any form, Om Namah Shivaya, the same chant repetition is acceptable, is applicable. I'm chanting Om Namah Shivaya. You just hear, by hearing itself, the chant is taking place in your mind. You don't have to utter. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 Entire dream is nothing but consciousness. The mountain, the human beings, the river, everything is consciousness in the dream. Similarly, the entire universe is nothing but one consciousness. Consciousness alone appears like inert objects, living beings, sun, moon, earth, everything is consciousness alone. I am that consciousness, everything is that consciousness. Infinity is the nature of the consciousness. I am infinity, everything is infinity. Nothing else except consciousness. Even though there are waves, water is there. No waves, water is there. Similarly, thoughts are there in the mind, it is consciousness. Thoughts are not there, then also it is consciousness. One infinity consciousness. Om Swasti
स्वस्ति
Prajabhya
प्रजाभ्यः
Paripalayantam
परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन
Nyayena
मार्गेण महिं महिषाः
Brahmanebhya
गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः
Shubhamastu
शुभमस्तु नित्यं
Nityam Loka
लोकाः
Samasta
समस्ताः सुखिनो
Sukhinom
भवन्तु
Bhavantu
काले
Kale
वर्षतु
Varshatu
पर्जन्यः
Parjanyah
पृथिवी
Prithvi
सस्यशालिनी
Satsashalini
देशोऽयं
Deshoyam
शोभरहितः
Kshobarahitaha Brahmana
ब्राह्मणाः
Santu
सन्तु निर्भयाः
Nirbhayaha
सर्वेषां
Sarvesham Swastir
स्वस्तिर्भवतु
Bhavatu
सर्वेषां
Sarvesham Shantir
शान्तिर्भवतु
Bhavatu
सर्वेषां
Sarvesham
पूर्णं
Purnam
भवतु
Bhavatu
सर्वेषां
Sarvesham
मङ्गलं
Mangalam
भवतु
Bhavatu
सर्वे
Sarve
भवन्तु
Bhavantu
सुखिनः
Sukhinah
सर्वे
Sarve Santu
सन्तु निरामयाः
Niramayaha
सर्वे
Sarve Bhadrani
भद्राणि पश्यन्तु
Pashyantu
मा
Ma
कश्चित्
Kaschid
दुःखभाग्
Dukhabhag
भवेत्
Bhavet
असतो
Asato
मा
Ma
सद्गमय
Sadgamaya
तमसो
Tamaso
मा
Ma
ज्योतिर्गमय
Jyotirgamaya
मृत्युर्मा
Mrityorma
मृताङ्गमय
Amritangamaya ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ